Faced with 6 fatalities, but armed with the power inexplicably granted by federal law to influence the official investigation, Teledyne seized the opportunity to conceal the real cause of the engine failure that led to this tragedy. Despite knowledge of the oil transfer tube problem, Teledyne investigators misdirected the focus of the inquiry. Dale Carter, Teledyne air safety investigator, immediately concentrated on a supposedly missing oil filler tube and loose valve cover screws as the source of the oil starvation and engine failure. Teledyne lawyers have deposed numerous police, fire, and emergency medical personnel, all of whom confirm that the crash scene found by Dale Carter the next day was undisturbed, except for the removal of the victims. Carter testified that repeated searches of the scene failed to reveal the missing oil filler tube, a claim that made its way into the official NTSB factual report. Predictably, Carter's photographs of the scene do not show the filler tube. Carter used the absence of the filler tube at the scene to conclude that it was probably missing when Skydive 6 took off. What Carter did not realize was that photographs were taken shortly after the crash by a local police crime scene photographer, David Link, that clearly showed the oil filler tube near the wreckage. Carter did not examine the photographs until forced to do so in his deposition. Even though he is an experienced air crash investigator, he unbelievably excused his failure to look at the photographs because they depicted the bodies of the victims.
Have you ever had those photographs in the same place as your photographs at the same time?
Like I said, I didn't finish looking at them. I don't really know what's in there. When I came to the body parts, I just quit. That's it. I don't do that. A lot of investigators don't do this. I don't see the problem you're having with that.
I'm sorry, Mr. Carter, if you think I've got a problem with it, I don't mean to
But you seem
imply
a bit
that.
different than I have about it, but I have a problem with that. I don't do bodies, I don't do body parts, I don't do dead people. I just simply do not do it.
So the only time, if I understand what you're saying, that you've ever had any of the Link photographs in your possession at the same time and the same place that you've had your photographs was this morning.
Yes.
September 18th, 2000.
Yes.
Mr. Carter, I want to show you exhibits
Are the bodies in
103,
there?
104, and I'm sorry, 102, 103, and 104. And I want to ask you, sir, to examine those photographs for us.
Are the bodies visible?
Yes, they are, sir.
I don't want to see it.
Coincidentally, 2 of Carter's photographs were taken from a virtually identical perspective as Link's photographs. An overlay dramatically demonstrates how a critical piece of evidence vanished from the scene after Dale Carter arrived.